What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video I'll show you step by step on how to sketch Pinhead from Hellraiser 2022. Now I know that most of you are struggling to draw circles, so I'm going to show you a simple method on how to get that started. Let's start by drawing a line coming down the center of our page. So we'll start at the very top in the middle. Just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom of our page, coming straight down towards our body. Now I want to place the center of our circle at the top of our page. So right here, just going to sketch a line going out toward the left, going all the way across, and then towards the right. Now with our guidelines in place, we're going to mark off the size of our circle. From the center, let's go all the way up towards the top in that center line. Just mark this off. Now you want to take that same distance over towards the bottom. So you can use a pencil to mark this off. So I'm just going to mark this right about here. And then we'll take that same distance towards the left, so right about there, and then we'll do the same thing on the right. Now from here, all we need to do is connect each of these marks with a curve. So we'll start from the very top and just work our way around the left side. Now just going back and just readjusting if needed, just smoothing that out. I'm going to bring this down towards the bottom. I'm just going to bring this one down a little bit lower. Go back up to the top and work our way across towards the right. Now you can see that I'm using these short lines. I'm not trying to create the circle with one continuous line. Now we can go back and just take a look and just readjust the shape of our circle. Now let's go to the side of our circle and draw another guideline coming all the way down towards the bottom of our page. Now this will be a guide for the side of the head. Let's add another guideline across the bottom of our circle, going out. Now from here we're going to start blocking out the facial features. Let's start by marking off the top of the eyes. From the bottom of our circle we're going to step up, sketch a line going out toward the left and right side. Let's create a gap in between the eyes. From that center line, let's move over towards the left. I'm going to mark this off with a straight line coming down. Let's take that same distance over towards the right. Now we're going to add some shape to the upper eyelid. From this bottom point, curve the eye going up and out towards that eye line. And do the same thing on the right side. Let's bend the eyelid going across and then bring that down towards that bottom line. Now I'm going to tuck the bottom of the eyelid underneath. From the left side we're going to step up, curve this down towards that bottom line, and just pull that in. Now from here we're going to move down the center and just mark off the nose. So right about here, it's going to go out towards the left and right side. Let's sketch a small circle along the bottom for the tip of the nose. And then from the side, I'm just going to draw a straight line going out towards the edge of the nostrils. And then from the outside, I'm just going to curve this up and in towards the top of that circle and back down. Now from the bottom tip of the nose, let's step down, draw another straight line going across the mouth. Now I want to stretch the mouth out towards the center of each eye. So we'll start on the left, just going to lightly mark a line coming down towards that bottom line. Do the same thing on the right. Let's add some shape to the upper lip. From this point, we're going to step up. Just going to start with a V. Now from the top left, curve this out and then down towards the corner of the mouth. Do the same thing on the right. Let's draw the lower lip. From the corners of the mouth, just going to connect this with a curve, coming down the middle and then back up. Now from the bottom lip, we're going to step down, just mark off the chin with a straight line. Now I want to add some shape to the outside of the head. Let's start from the eye line. Just going to curve this down and then just bend that in towards that nose line. And then from here, it's going to round out the jaw, pull that down, and then in towards the chin. Now from here, it's going to add some shape to the outside of the head. Let's start from the eye line. Just going to curve this down and then just bend that in towards that nose line. And then from here, it's going to round out the jaw, pull that down, and then in towards the chin. And then from here, it's going to add some shape to the outside of the head. Let's start from the eye line. Just going to curve this down and then in towards the chin. Now I want to place the ears on the side of the head across that eye line. So we'll start on the left. I'm just going to extend this line going out on both sides. Come down at an angle. I'm just going to bend that back in towards the side of the head. Now let's add the side of the neck. Right from that mouth line on the left, draw a straight line coming down. And right where the neck meets the chin line, I'm just going to curve the shoulders coming down and then bend that out. Now let's go back up and tuck the iris and pupil underneath the eyelid. So we'll start on the left. Just going to curve this down and then bend that back up towards the top. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Now we want to go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now once we're happy with our rough sketch, we're going to go back in with the tip of our pencil and start adding some detail and refine the shape. Let's start with the eyes. We start on the left side. Just going to work our way up towards the top. And come down along the bottom. I'm also going to add a fold above the eyes. Let's trace the outside of the iris. And we'll darken up the inside of the eyes, going around the iris. Now I'm going to add a small highlight circle on the top right side of each eye, just a little circle. And we'll add another circle in the center of each eye for the pupil, going in behind that highlight, and just darken that up. I'm going to add a light shade to the inside of the iris, again going around that highlight. And then from here, it's going to move down and start adding some detail to the nose. I'm going to add a little bit of a point to the tip of the nose. And then flaring this out towards the nostrils. Just working our way up towards the side. Now we're going to move down and just add some shape to the mouth. Let's darken the upper lip. go back and just add a little bit more shape to the outside of the head. Just rounding out the cheekbones, coming in towards the jaw. And just adding some shape to the ear, starting with the outside. We'll add those folds inside the ear. Now that we have a better look at the head shape, I'm just going to bring the top of the head down a little bit lower so it's not as high. Just going to bring this in to right about there and then just round that out. And we'll go back and erase the top of the head. Let's go in with the side edge of our pencil and add an even shade to the entire head. And this will help remove some of those guidelines. Now we don't want to go too dark, so we're just holding the pencil a little bit further from the end. Just going across. Now we're going to go and darken up the underside of the eyelid. Just going around the eyes, going a little bit heavier on the inside of the eyelid, and we'll just blend that down along the side of the nose. Now I want to give a little bit of shape to the brow, so just adding a shadow along the bottom, and then just blending that up. And I'm just going to cast a shadow just up above the lip. And to give the head some shape, we're going to add a shadow on the left side, just starting off a little bit darker, and then just blending that in towards the face. And just bring that across the chin towards the right. And I want to cast a shadow across the top of the neck, coming from the head. So just darken up the bottom, just underneath, and just fade that down. And now the fun part of the drawing is adding those lines and pins. So we'll start by darkening up that center line, coming down the forehead. Now it doesn't have to be a perfectly straight line. It's going to give a little bit of a curve and bend as it comes down towards the nose. I'm just going to start back down underneath the lip, come all the way down towards the chin. And I want to add a few thick areas across this line. So start from the center of the forehead. Now I'll add a curve going across the head, just up above the brow. So just lightly add this in, and then go back and darken this up. I'm going to add a curve across the nose bridge, coming down towards the side, just underneath the eyes. A straight line going out, and we'll angle up towards the side of the head. And we'll go back and darken that up. across the tip of the nose. So just bend this around the nostrils. Come down on the side. And go up. Set another one just above the lip. And one across the chin. And add a straight line across the center of the head. Now let's go up and just block out the rest of those lines. Adding a curve to the top. And we'll add one more at the very top of our head. And then we'll go back and darken that up. And now we're going to add those vertical lines, starting with the ones on the side. I'm just going to angle this down and out, just bending it across the brow. Another one on the side of the head. Now with the lines across the face, we're just going to bring this one down to that line above the lip. And just taper that out so it gets a little bit thinner. And the ones on the side, we're just going to bend this in all the way down towards the chin line. Now we're going to place the pins across each of these cross sections, starting around the head. So start with those two lines, and we'll start to angle these out around the perimeter. We're also going to place some pins in behind the head, just going in between. And we'll also just change some of the directions. Now with the ones in the center of the head, we're just going to angle these up and out from that center line. I'm just going to add a little bit of a shadow underneath each of those sections, just to help lift it off of the face. I'm just adding a little bit of texture to the body. Now as we get closer to the end of our drawing, we'll just tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more detail, and always be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Pinhead. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your requests in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.